It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Okay, I've been great, got mixtapes, make big faces, get fed grapes, get sink place, got big heaters just in case my stock rise, I inflate. Y'all rap niggas just in rates. I father y'all got twin babies, too many bars, I'm an inmate. No curveballs, I've been straight. Everybody wanna see me win. Newsflash, I'm a big dog, I'm the lead anchor like CNN. Arm strapped like Mega Man. All metal suited with the helmet. Call your homies, cheddar bob, them boys shooting at they pelvis. I'm the coldest, and you know it. That barbarian like cold and fully loaded. Bullets going up on Tuesday like McConan. If I ever gotta see you, I suggest you take a moment, cause this blade could put in work to cut a body like a sculpture. Hips banging, no Shakira, them clips long as Akira. Try to troll me on the net, I treat your ass like Black Mirror. Need refreshments on my set, served like the cafeteria. Black Imperial, need a matted black whip with the red interior. They inferior, can't nobody rap this many styles. I got cabinets that's full of raps, I got that many files. When I speak, just shut your mouth, I'm going public like the Dow. So I suggest that y'all invest my shit the best like Mr. Childs. I work the crowd, must be pulling my leg, ain't no Cameron Giles. These rappers imitate my moves like McDonald's, they just McDonald's. I craft the sound, take it slow like Tai Chi. Y'all haters Tyrese, I make them throw the towel. Y'all can't sit up on my cloud, squeeze the flour on these clowns. Yeah, that's water, boy, I'm dripping. I'ma stand up, nigga. Y'all foolish like Eddie Griffin. Go to churches for the biscuits, Red Lobster cheddar shit. Country nigga, wish a nigga would. I feel like Craig with bricks. Cash like Merrill Lynch, smooth like Errol Flynn. Kruger Magnum, bustle like Erica Banks to y'all chagrin. This is just my mid-level. If I wanna rap fast, I could get on JIT level. If y'all wanna go to war, call me H2, them things humming like the big metal. Sizzle, what you rockin' like the red hot chili peppers. Big and better, big endeavors, never scared, go get whoever. Pick a shovel, body, both of y'all, I hope you digging double. Westbrook, triple double, blood and make a different puddle. Big Mac, aim at your McRibs, his beef ain't no McDouble. Yeah, and I'm the greatest from the latest, from the indies to the majors, and it's word to my creator. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Now, in this particular video, we're going to be getting into Lil Wayne's son, Lil Novi. I was right, but mistaken, you know what I'm saying? Because originally when I talked about the Carter 6 track list with Lil Novi on it, I wasn't sure. I said it was Lil Wayne's son, but I wasn't sure. And then when it came out, I was like, I don't know if it is, because I saw Cameron on there. But the album features both Cameron and Lil Novi, Wayne's sons, all right? Lil Novi is the son he had with Nivea, all right? But recently he was in an interview, and in that interview, he made the claim that Lil Wayne is actually the one who wrote most of Drake's music, all right? I've actually been trying to avoid speaking on this topic because personally, I don't believe it to be true. Not because I believe that Drake wrote everything. There's no way that I could possibly believe that when we have so much evidence that proves to the opposite of that. However, I do believe that at a certain point in their careers, Wayne and Drake, they went off into making very different brands and styles of music. And although I may not be the biggest Drake fan, I can objectively state that I don't believe that Wayne would be writing Drake's music. All right. It's just my thought. And there's not enough proof out there that would suggest otherwise. I know there's other people out there that have written for Drake. Quentin Miller comes to mind. We had somebody on this very channel who people link to Drake's music or some of that music. You got people like, what's homeboy name? I always forget this nigga name. The Mob Ties nigga. Vori. We played his original reference track for Mob Ties for Drake, which was featured on the Scorpion album. So I'm not saying that homie ain't had a lot of different pens. You know what I'm saying? We just listened to that record he got with Smiley the other day. That shit whack as fuck. I'm like, yo, whoever's helping with the writing these days is failing. You know what I'm saying? But do I believe that Wayne has been doing it behind the scenes? No. But nonetheless, let me go ahead and pull up the clip of Lil Wayne's son, Lil Novi, in the interview. All right? Because he was basically posed with the question, who's better, your dad or Drake?
This is kind of Son, I was having a discussion with my good friend over here, my good friend over there.
Okay.
Don't be biased. And a matter of fact, this is a question for all of y'all. Be honest. Who's better, Lil Wayne or Drake?
Lil Wayne. My dad wrote most of his shit. So I mean, on God, like if it wasn't for my pops, then it wouldn't be no Drake. Like for real, for real. I mean, it probably would be a Drake, but he wouldn't be where he at now.
No, that's completely 100% true. But I feel like there's a little debate maybe with that. You know, Drake got hits.
Drake, yeah, no, I'm like no disrespect to Drake. Like he hard now, like he hard, yeah, he hard. But I'm saying like, come on, man, that's not a question.
Drake still Young Money. Though.
Yeah, like
that's not a comparison.
Yeah, it's not really a comparison.
So you said Drake is still Young Money. Are you guys the new Young Money?
I mean, I guess you could say that. Yeah, we Young Money, but like we Motley though. Like
Motley?
Yeah, on some rockstar shit. Yeah.
Or like the band Motley and shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of see the inspiration. I don't know about that, but you know, I see the little inspiration. I surprised y'all don't got the makeup. Motley had makeup.
We not gonna take it that far.
Okay.
Not taking it that far.
Okay.
We just slide out.
Okay.
I don't know if swagged out will be the word. I'm not really gonna go in them too hard because, you know, these kids are what? How old is this young man? He's 15, according to Google. He looks like he about 12. You know, these young guys in here in the studio, they look like 2011 Migos without the deal. So I'm gonna try. All they need is a motherfucking YRN chain, Young Rich Nation out there, motherfucker. Boy, I remember they had them billboards. I used to live in Stone Mountain. They had the motherfucking big ass billboard, Young Rich Nation, on that bit, man. When they used to make music with Q and all them niggas, OG Bobby Johnson and all that shit era. Oh shit, let me stop, man. Y'all taking me back. Boy, he done got. Let me stop, man. Shit, wait. What the fuck going on, man? When the last time you let your son get a fucking retwist out that bit, man? Your shit falling out. His shit look like it's crowded, man. Let me stop. But anyway, let me get back to the matter at hand. Let me get back to the matter at hand, man. He says that there's no comparison. Wayne is better than Drake, which that's debatable, you know. And the funny thing about this ghostwriting claim of Wayne writing for Drake is that both artists have had the same allegations leveraged against them throughout their career. Back in 2005, it was Gilly the Kid who came out and said that he wrote Carter 1 and was the inspiration behind Carter 2. If you listen to Money on My Mind, fucking with the ball thing and all, fucking with the bull, that's Philly lingo. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to really not say that he didn't play a role. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and watch some of the old Carter 1 era videos, he was literally wearing Gilly the Kid's MF chain in some of those music videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was the one that was supposedly more well off than Gilly. Gilly was just an underground nigga, you know, trying to get on. So, interestingly enough, Wayne, I don't know, man, it was amazing how Wayne skated out of the ghostwriting allegations back in 2005. It's something that kind of we talked about for maybe like 2 years. And then by the time that 2-year stretch was over, that nigga had did all the We Taking Over remix verse and the fucking Drought 3 mixtape, the Drought Is Over 3 mixtape and all that shit leading up to Carter 3. By the time Carter 3 came, nobody remembered the motherfucking ghostwriting allegations. Niggas stopped interviewing Gilly. Niggas stopped doing his neck in the motherfucking interviews. Like, Wayne just went on a whole trajectory where niggas forgot about that shit. So then he signs Drake in what, 08, 09, around the time. There was some people out there that once upon a time were wondering if Drake was writing his shit. I don't know if y'all, you know, if y'all hip hop textbooks go back that far, But there was a conversation once upon a time that it may have been Drake actually putting pen to paper for Wayne in those early Young Money days. I don't know that to be true. I don't have any proof of that, but I do remember having those conversations. Decided to get myself out the motherfucking corner. So he signs both signs both Drake and Nicki around the same time. The rap that I put on this intro, Ransom, that's a song, one of the first songs that they put out together as a collab. This is MySpace days we're talking about here. And I remember hearing that song back in the day. I was like, oh wow, they on some shit. That shit kind of hard. But then they go on to do Drake's debut album, Nicki's debut album, We Are Young Money, all that shit. And then Drake takes on a trajectory on his own, really while Wayne was locked up. So again, if we're revisiting the timeline and trying to have accuracy and integrity into how we speak on these situations, I don't see how Wayne could have wrote his raps when Wayne don't even write his own raps. He writes his raps live in the studio, bar for bar, by punching in. He doesn't use pencil and paper or pen. The last time he ever wrote, it's a well-known story that the last time he wrote was that, 1,000 bars mixtape or something like that, where he just went in the studio, pulled up 100 instrumentals or something like that, and just read all the raps out of his notebook. And from that day forward, he never reopened it. Again, if people are not familiar with these stories, they're out there, they're available. Just last year, somebody found one of Wayne's old notebooks, tried to auction it off and all that shit. I think Wayne got it back in. I think there was like a contest leading into the Carter 6 about somebody getting Wayne's old notebook. I wonder who actually ended up getting it. But yeah. So if Drake's trajectory takes off while Wayne was incarcerated, he's making all this music not in studio with Baby, Slim. Like, by second album, by Take Care Time, Drake was basically maneuvering within his own circle. The first album, Thank Me Later, had that Young Money influence. It had different industry influence. It had like the Swiss Beats and the T.I. and, people that were hot at that time. The Dream was on the album. I can't even, let me chill. Others contributed to that album during that time period. And that had a sound of its own right there. But then by album number 2, he was more so with 40. Boy Wonder was still there, but they were doing their own little thing. So I can't give Wayne that credit unless somebody's going to say, Wayne laid down these reference tracks before he left, and then Drake went in the studio and re-recorded them. You know what I'm saying? And somebody would have to present me with that in order for me to say who did it. Now, I can't say who wrote Drake's music during that time period. I just can't say it's Wayne. Now, when it comes to Lil Novi saying that without Wayne, there probably wouldn't be a Drake, or Drake wouldn't be where he is today, that part of the statement is 1,000% a fact. Because again, these stories are documented and they're well known. Jazz Prince, J Prince Jr., he discovered Drake off of MySpace. He felt that he was going to be the next thing. He was doing the R&B, hip hop, more softer, more Kanye-ish brand of hip hop, right? Room for Improvement mixtape. I think that was 2006. Pre-Young Money. Replacement Girl featuring Trey Songz. That's pre-Young Money. All that different type of shit. Jazz took that music to Wayne. And Wayne said, what the fuck is this that you playing? I don't like this shit. That shit's soft. You know what I'm saying? And then I believe over the course of the next year, he kept showing up, playing different Drake songs for Wayne, saying, "Yo, I got this dude. I'm signing him, but I want to bring him to you because I know that you could give him the foundation and the resources to really take this shit over the top." It took almost a year before Wayne actually heard his music again and was like, "Yo, who that?" And Jazz Prince literally said, "This the nigga I've been telling you about. I could fly him out. Y'all can meet up, blah, blah, blah." And, conversations, meetings, bad deals inked on paper. The rest is history, right? So if there's any time period in which Wayne is like paramount to Drake, it would be that time period, signing him to Young Money, getting in the studio, doing collaborations with him. And out of those early collaborations, who knows who wrote what? You know what I'm saying? I can't say what he did or did not do. But I do know from 2012 probably, because I think that's when shit started going sour. Because once Wayne got home from prison and the whole Tammy situation and a few other things, because at that time Drake started squirming around about his fucking money. I remember these stories being on the internet and being talked about on the radio, because they claim that Wayne allegedly punched Drake. Allegedly. That's all I can say. I remember these stories like it was fucking yesterday. And that was when this talk started circulating around his contract and shit like that. And shortly thereafter, we start getting Pusha T putting Easter eggs in the music. You signed to one nigga that signed to one nigga that signed to another nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's where that originates. So this shit it goes back a long time. But again, this is 2025. So if Drake really started carving out his own team, his own thing, because like he really like started going back to Toronto. You know, The Weeknd wrote the majority of, or came with a lot of the music for Take Care. So clearly Wayne wasn't involved with that. All Drake had to do was fill in the verses and leave and relay some of them hooks and stuff like that and keep a couple of the collabs. So I don't think I don't see where they would be that close. And they haven't been close for years. You know what I'm saying? And it's been apparent. They don't collaborate. They don't really work like that. You don't really see them in the same place all that often. And it's been a very long time since they basically ran in the same circles. At one point, they shared management. Drake fired those managers, fired Tez, fired Hip Hop. He then hired his boy Future, not the rapper Future, but his boy Future, in the mid 2010s. I think he said it on one of his songs. I'd rather give the 20% to people I really fuck with. You know what I'm saying, or something along those lines. It's documented. So no, I think that half of Lil Novi's statement is true. And Lil Novi probably wasn't in those studio sessions all that crazy either. You know what I mean? For him to come out and say that. And I know I'm gonna catch flack just for making this video. That's what's problematic about this current era of like YouTube and commentary. Is I'm not trying to throw homie a bone. I'm just being realistic. I'm being honest. I'm sharing and pulling from my own information of seeing this stuff play out in real time as a fan of hip hop, as somebody who watched all of these things happen. I can't erase those things from my memory and just like say definitively Wayne wrote that man's shit. Now, I cannot attest to who did. But I'm willing to bet it wasn't Wayne. If you listen to their rap style, if you listen to how Wayne has rapped in the last 10 years, you pull up how Drake has rapped in the last 10 years, their styles are very vastly different. It's one of the reasons why Wayne hasn't fared well in some time, which is why he's still not faring well at this time. I think both of them are at a crossroads in their career, musically, lyrically, you know? And I think both of them need help. So my assessment of it is whoever was around helping either or both of them, y'all might want to go find them niggas, because whoever the new niggas are, and clearly Wayne is just going in there and just improv everything, but the structure to the songs, the hooks on the songs, the subject matter in the songs is all fucked up. You go and listen to Drake, and it sounds like he's just trying to cater to 2 generations below him for some reason. He's trying to cater to, you know, I don't even know who, like Playboy Cardi crowd. He's trying to cater to the Ian crowd. The next breath, he's trying to cater to Party Next Door crowd, which is a whole different crowd of people who love Party for who he is. And I ain't never liked his shit. You know, toxic R&B shit, that's not really my vibe. So I think them niggas need help. And I'm pretty sure both of them always have had help to a degree. And we're seeing, as the teams dwindle down, as they I guess maybe don't want to pay other niggas to come in and be that resource anymore, we see how the decline in equality is happening in real time. But again, I'm probably gonna catch flack for this video, but I don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? Because I know everybody runs with the stories. I'm not taking up for Drake in any fashion, but what I will say is I'm willing to bet Wayne ain't been the one doing that work. There's no way they could when they ain't really been rocking. Anyway, be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next. More content on the way. Peace. It's Nolan. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.